my name is Adam.
Nice
I'm
to
from
meet you.
Sweden.
Really?
I'm 29 years old and I'm the singer of a rock band called Wild Republic.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
Really?
So I've heard that you've cancelled a couple of times, and I read on your website that you were not really doing so well for a while.
I was not doing well.
And that's why you cancelled it.
Yeah.
What was going on?
It was just, I mean, we toured our butts off for a number of years now, and it's changed our lives, all of our lives, not just mine.
Yeah.
And at the same time you have a life going on at home, which is kind of, you're in your bubble here, and it's, you know, it's hard to stay in touch and so on. And we had some family issues, people getting sick, people passing away, and just not being able to be there and be there for them and with them and for yourself.
That's hard.
Not being able to go to a funeral because you had a show and you got to go on stage and sing, you know, I Can Feel Your Underwear.
Yeah, it's not okay.
So it's after a while it was just, we pushed it for as long as we could, but then there was just finally, okay, this is not working out in the long run.
Yeah.
And I realized it was one of the toughest decisions that I've ever had to make. Like, just, you feel like you're letting a lot of people down, people who worked really hard around you and for you, and all the people who bought tickets to see the show, but
it doesn't feel right.
People should get the real show. And I wrote a letter to our fans after a couple of weeks back home, and just explaining that I think there's nothing that sucks more than a burnt out rock band. You know, or I've seen so many bands just going up and smiling and, you know, like everything's fine and doing their talk and they're doing their show, but it's not real. It doesn't feel real, and I can tell that like instantly.
Yeah.
And I never want to be like that.
Yeah, I understand that. Do you feel better now? Like after you took like a small break, do you feel better now?
I feel a lot better, yes.
Yeah. Well, what did you learn from all this? Like, did you learn to do something differently?
Yes and no. I mean, we're very ambitious. I know myself, I'm very ambitious, and when I get going, I can't really control what's going on in here all the time. But you need to take time to actually sit back sometimes and realize what you have done, and not just go blindly like running and running and running and running. And that's the case for many rock bands, or many artists, bands, whatever you are, actor, comedian, politician. Yeah. I mean, you just go for something and you don't really, you're in your bubble and you can't see what's actually going on until after. It's like when I come home from a tour, sometimes I will just sit down and go, you know, because it's like traveling 1,000 miles an hour for 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden it just stops. Yeah. And you're in your couch at home, like, and it's completely quiet.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. That's the hard part. It's one of the hardest things to do with doing this job, if you will. Yeah. Like, just the differences in between touring life and your regular at-home life. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So that takes some time to, or I'd say you can't really get used to it. I still have like 5 or a week of like transition time before and after a tour. Yeah. You know.
Do you think people actually expected a little bit too much from you guys?
I don't know. I mean, I know that people have expectations, but for us or for me, I think I am the one who has the highest expectations for myself. Yeah. I can go up sometimes and do a show, and the crowd and everybody is just coming back, and like the promoters or your label or whoever can come and say, or your crew or your band members can come to you and say, you was awesome tonight. You guys were fucking awesome. This was like the best show on the tour. And I could just have a completely different opinion. I can go, oh, no, I missed that one, and I didn't do that as well as I did last night. Pissed, and I'm fucking, damn it.
Critic.
Yeah, but it's very much like that, and I see it as a good thing. I mean, sometimes it's shitty because you should appreciate and you should be happy for what you've done, but I always want to get better and do things.
That's a good thing too.
I hope so.
That's the way you progress.
Yeah.
Did you ever consider quitting the band, like in this, like kind of like dark period?
Nah, it was in my mind. Like, is this doable? Is it worth it? If this is what it's gonna feel like for like the rest of my life, is it worth it? Kind of. Yeah. And just that thought was really scary. Yeah. But once you let it in and thought about it for a while, it became, and you had your time at home, and then it became kind of clear that this is, I miss it. I want to do, I really want to do this.
This is what you really want to do?
Yeah, this is what I want to do.
Well,
I want people to like us for the music, and that's the way it's been since we started. Because the first thing that our record label said to us when we got signed was that we need to give you guys more of an interesting image because you guys are just so fucking common. You know?
Really?
Yeah. We need to like sharpen it up a bit. Okay. And I was furious. I wrote like, I was sitting in Helsinki, I was writing this long email back just like, you fucking idiots, you have no idea. You're too old and stupid and you don't understand. And this whole like rock and roll badass, like tearing down bars and scandals and whatever, that's just for fucking pussies. Our music and our performance is good enough to last us, you know, through anything. And I realize it may be a stupid statement, but I'm kind of old-fashioned in that way, that I think and I hope that our music is the thing that's going to keep people coming to our shows. And not, you know, to see that dude who was in that headline, that was in that blah thing, you know.
I can see your underwear from down here. I can see your underwear from down here. I'm not even gonna lie, baby.
That I hate working. I don't like, no, but I have no discipline when it comes to, like, I do stuff that's fun, as long as it's fun. It's the same with the band. As long as we're having fun, it's awesome. I can work forever, you know?
Do you consider this a job?
Yeah, I mean, it is my job. It's also, but it's a weird relationship. Of course, this is my job. I can't just, it's not one big party all the time, you know. I have a responsibility. I have to do 6 shows in a row now. You know, I need to save my voice, I need to stay in shape, I need to get some sleep, I need to do all this and that. And at the same time, there are like 50 people waiting outside your bus every night, like wanting you to have a drink with them or whatever, you know, that you can't disappoint. So it's always a bit of a walking in a minefield situation when you're on tour, especially.
Yeah.